Second referee, Kenneth Wong from Singapore. Let us now meet the starters. First, for Cambodia. Opposite hitter number 7, Pin Sarun. Middle blocker number 13, An Sokheng. Outside hitter number 15, Kun Mom. Middle blocker number 16, Paul Ratanak. Setter, their team captain, number 17, Sun Changnaro. Outside hitter number 20, Von Viasna. And their libero, number 1, Kim Subandara. Head coach for Cambodia is Lee Jun. Let us now make some noise for the starters for Philippines. Outside hitter number 1, Brian Bagunas. Setter number 3, Joshua Retamar. Middle blocker number 6, Kim Malabunga. Opposite hitter, their team captain, number 10, John Vic de Guzman. Middle blocker, number 12, Francis Saura. Outside hitter, number 15, Mark Espejo. And their libero, number 16, Ricky Marcos. Head coach for the Philippines is Dante Alinsunurin.
Pilipino, galing natin ito. Ayan na po, handa nang sumabak sa aksyon ang Team Philippines na pinangungunahan ni Mark Espejo. We mentioned earlier, hindi po siya naglaro noong 2017 edition of the SEA Games that took place in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. But here in our home country, he is suited up and ready to go to battle para sa bayan.
Alam mo, Anton, when you look at our team composition, you can clearly see kung talagang mga best players natin, di ba? Ang nagre-represent ng country. And yung sinasabi ko kanina nga, yung height advantage nila on maybe some other teams. And even this in this group, talagang ang ganda ng composition, ang ganda ng average height natin. Plus, you just know that these guys are going all out. But dahil April pa lang, nagpa-practice na sila together. And they've had a lot of bonding. The one you mentioned a while ago, yung 16-day trip nila of more of togetherness,
Yes.
diba?
And that was recent. That was last
Yes.
month in November. But Mosey, perhaps the most surprising development here is the youngest player on the team, 19 years old, Josh Retamar. Siya ang ating starting setter.
That is correct. And kausap ko si Coach Dante. And yun kagad yung nabanggit niya, no, that si Retamar nga mga gagamitin niya. So, alam mo, because these are first games in today's games na nakita natin. So, ako sa akin, clearly, I can see nagtatansyahan pa yung mga teams natin. It's an iffy that they're putting in their best players in their first game. So, let's see. Pero sa starting lineup ni Coach Dante, wala kang masasabi talaga.
Actually, sa buong lineup, wala akong masasabi.
Kahit sino yan.
Sa buong lineup.
Kasi kahit Retamar, kahit Polvorosa, alam mo yun?
Kahit Jessie Lopez.
Oh my goodness, sila lalo na Jessie, no?
This is a loaded lineup.
That's right.
And everybody, all of us just can't wait to erupt and cheer on our squad and try to get this first W. Kasi nga, volleyball ang isa sa mga pinaka-inaabangang sport dito sa 30th Southeast Asian Games.
And probably history will tell you that siguro kung dun sa tatlong teams na pwede nilang makalaban in their bracket, siguro it's a good start.
Yes.
Na Cambodia muna yung makalaban nila today in their first match.
But as you mentioned earlier, Mosey, Cambodia has been playing with teams in Thailand, so you can't relax. You have to respect every nation that you go up against here in this competition. The youngest player on the lineup, 19 years old, Josh Retamar, starting off the first rally. Pero ang una nakapuntos ang Cambodia.
Tatanak back on that quick hit. Agad-agad with that point.
So Paul Ratanak responding right away para sa kanyang kubanan ng Cambodia. Kargado agad yung atake, pero eto ang sagot. Saura responding from the middle. Francis Saura. And this is somebody who Coach Dante Lunsunurin trusts very much, being that he was the team captain for at least 2 years sa NU.
And also, that's why Retamar probably is inside at the beginning of this match. You just want to find that rhythm. And I guess si Retamar will have the best connection to Saura and Malabunga.
And Bagunas, of course.
Bagunas. So you just want to, get that timing.
And Mark Espejo, the crowd just reacting to this. It's like a cannon being unleashed by Mark Espejo, and that's the first ace for Espejo and the Philippines. Wow.
Mark Espejo getting an ace on that jump serve.
And with the rotation, Espejo put there to get the Philippines going right away, but unfortunately, his serve headed straight to the net.
I actually asked Coach Dante the things that they were able to improve on in that's the training nila. And he said the implementation of the system sa net defense plus higher percentage sa kanilang service and receive. So that's a good sign.
But what about this? Mark Espejo from the back row, the phenom, scoring and scoring for the Philippines.
And clearly, no one expected that from Cambodia. Walang nakareact at all.
And this is what you were talking about, Mosey. They have to have good floor defense as well. Cambodia showing us that they can also utilize some finesse in their game. This is Pin Sarun, opposite hitter for Cambodia. Bagunas, his first attack is good. And Brian showing us that he's also a genius type of a player. He's not all power.
That's right. That was an off-speed hit from Bagunas. Just reading the defense of Cambodia well.
Our captain, John Vic de Guzman. Here's the attack from Cambodia. Too much spice on that spike. The Philippines on top 6-3.
Cambodia trying to get a check, but no go.
John Vic de Guzman having to play the opposite hitter position here with this loaded lineup, Mosey. Meanwhile, Vesna able to break down the wall for Cambodia.
That's right, Vesna getting it through. So, kulang pa yung dikit ng blockers. But that is also the advantage of Retamar. You can see he's a tall setter.
Retamar going to the middle to Kim Malabunga.
And that was just a solid middle hit, quick hit from Malabunga.
So I like the distribution, Mosey. Malabunga, Espejo, Bagunas, and Saura have scored for the Philippines.
And, credit half of that also to their floor defense being able to go for plays like this one.
Espejo.
At the first technical timeout, the score is
Puts the
8-4 in favor of the
8-4, and the crowd is
Philippines.
going crazy in the early goings of this match. It is a blazing start for the Philippines here in their
End
very
of the first technical
men's
timeout.
volleyball match in the 30th Southeast Asian Games. Brian Bagunas, the bazooka, getting a point just moments ago.
Substitution for Cambodia.
Off-speed hit.
Number 15 out and number 9,
all
Mi
these
Rasmay in.
players. You have Bagudes and Espejo in one. You know, like crazy nice.
I know, when I was looking at the lineup, I was like, this team is loaded with firepower.
And I like the mix of young ones with more veteran players. It's like giving them more matchups with the teams. But Sarun getting a point. Let's take a look at this once again.
And that was not an easy offensive attack by Cambodia.
Philippines having a hard time reading that attack.
Espejo again, blockers were there. Retamar, it's a back set, gives it back to Mark Espejo.
And triple block for Mark on those 2 attempts.
So now they are marking Mark.
Definitely a Mark man.
Cambodia with coach Lee Jun. Back-to-back points for Cambodia. And Sok Heng made sure that that ball would go in. And Espejo, or rather Bagunas, from the back row.
See the flight of Bagunas. Look at him go for this one. Just so powerful. Going down the line.
You got Bagunas on the right, Espejo on the left. Malabunga in the middle. Nine to 7. The captain for Cambodia, Son Chanaro. Over received the joust up top, and Cambodia will get the point. My Raxme. Good reaction by him.
I was able to talk to Coach Timmy Santo Tomas, and he was telling me about this Cambodian team. And he said that during the days of Mark Espejo, they used to have tune-up games in Thailand with this team, probably some of the members of this team. And they would really go 5 sets and beat strong, all the way, really hard-fought sets.
And this is the reason why, even though Cambodia is not on the men's volleyball radar for Southeast Asian Games, I mean, if you look at the history, they haven't attained any medal. We can't take them lightly. There's the attack from the middle by Saura. Cambodia able to recover. Wow!
Oh, wow. But credit half of that to Subadara, their libero. Is able to pancake save that. It was converted to a really good play.
And this is a usual gesture by Coach Dante Linsunurin, telling his players to settle down. Espejo gets his 3rd point of the match. 10-all. An explosive start here. And Cambodia matching the Philippines' firepower so far.
So already a full rotation in this match. Retamar serving. Oh, confusion on defense.
My Raxme, ever since he came in, Mosey, he's done some damage for Cambodia.
That's right. And ang bilis, no? Yung coach really right away sent him in.
John Victor Guzman, wanting to make his presence felt, gets his 1st point of the match.
Of course, he's team captain of this squad. Gets the one through.
And John Vic plays with a lot of passion.
A lot of energy.
Emotional leader for this Philippine team. Espejo back at the service line. All players have scored for the Philippines, except for Retamar, of course, among the starters. Bagunas. And Cambodia able to recover, gives up a free ball to the Philippines. John Vic gets denied.
that floor defense of Cambodia, helping them to get to that play and score. This was that last play, block point for Cambodia.
So far, Vesna and Raxme have been performing well for Cambodia, Mosey.
Right. The Philippines, they have to adjust, recognize this too.
Bakunas getting his third point of the match, but more importantly, ties things up at 12. And Coach Dante giving some instructions to his setter. It's a back set.
That was a good play. Really delaying everything and all of a sudden going for a combination play.
Pin Sarun, who's actually the oldest player on this Cambodian squad. They're a young team, most. Their oldest player is 25. And their youngest is 18,
Yeah,
Vesna.
18. Right. Dalawang teams sila eh. The other one steamroll. And it's the transition you want from national teams, that you have youngsters inside. Like Tamar would really gain from this experience so much. And bring it what? How many more SEA games?
John Vic trying to go for a drop ball, just short on that attempt. Cambodia now with their biggest lead of the match, 15-12. Pin Sarun, sharp serve. Retamar goes to Malabunga, but somehow Cambodia able to recover.
The floor defense is just clicking in this first set. You can see them read all those powerful hits coming from the Philippines.
And we see Jack Taling King coming in for Ricky Marcos.
At the second technical timeout, the score 16-12. Cambodia with the lead.
16-12. It was a balanced start for the Philippines. Josh Retamar doing an excellent job getting everybody involved, but
End of
Cambodia
the second technical
suddenly
timeout.
came to life after Mai Raxme came in for their team. Lee Jun making a great adjustment, Mosey.
You know, instant antidote coming from Cambodia, which really remedied their problem in the beginning.
And maybe also Cambodia settling down to this hostile crowd and trying to feed off of it. Malabunga getting that one in. Coach Dante Linsunurin, four-time UAP champion coach for National University with 3 NU Bulldogs. Or make that 4 in the starting lineup because we're going to count Ricky Marcos as the libero. And Bakunas gets a block.
That's right, solid block right there. Agunas reading that offense well. This combination play back row attack.
Great timing by Brian Bakunas. De Guzman. They go to the opposite side again, and this time the Philippines able to put up a wall. And
Timeout, Cambodia.
calls a timeout after those 2 straight points. Now, Mosey, this is a very important juncture in this match.
And you know that Coach Dante, I mean, in the months and months that I always talk to him about the national team, he's always telling me that the focus of their training is always that net system, that net defense, because he knows that they can be in an advantage if they have a really well-organized net system. So I guess even when I asked him what improved on your team, that's the first thing that he said. He thinks that his system now works. But when I asked him also what he thinks is lacking in their training is floor defense kagad yung sinabi. So let's see.
Well,
So that's why they wanted stopped at the net.
Ricky Marcos will lead them in
Oh,
that
yeah.
department.
Kalingking is also there.
Mr. Everywhere. Meanwhile, Sokheng is able to get the point for Cambodia. 17 to 15. Kalingking gets the pass properly to Retamar. Bagunas overshoots that one.
Trying to go down the line. And also, sabi nga ni Coach Dante also, maybe in spite of having that long training in Japan, they still lack that game experience against international teams. So, I kind of see that here.
And we're going to need a lot more of that from Mark Espejo. And that's one thing Cambodia hasn't figured out. The back row attack of the phenom Mark Espejo.
Because you'd see that they only assign one blocker when he's at the back he goes for that back row attack. But when he's in front, talagang three players, three blockers for Mark Espejo.
Here come the big guns, Mosey. Espejo and Bagunas. 18 to 17, Cambodia holding on to this 1-point lead. That bounces out. Josh Retamar, that is a good boost for his confidence.
Hit the head of the Cambodian player. Goes out.
Raxme finally getting denied there as the Philippines ties things up at 18. Bagunas made sure to get that one in. Raxme again. Oh! He has really been...
The headache
Yep.
for the Philippine team.
And he's a lefty too, Mosey. So, he's a tough nut to crack.
That's right, in the Philippines, they have to be mindful of him.
Great recovery there. Does it go back to the Cambodian side? Yes, it does. Middle attack is good for Cambodia. They're just playing energized volleyball. Paul Ratanak
Timeout, Philippines.
forces Coach Dante Alensunurin to call a timeout. Now, this is what you were talking about, Mosey. Their net system, it has to come into play at this juncture.
That is right. And in plays like this one, they really have to stop it at the net because it's so difficult to get it from floor defense because it's such a powerful hit. So at least you at least must deflect the ball, slow down that ball through your net defense.
You know, coming into this game, everybody was saying Cambodia, a team that is not known for volleyball, a team that is not in the Southeast Asian Games radar, but giving the Philippines a handful of problems here in the very first set.
From what I know, they've been really training in Thailand. Like, they train there. I mean, it's not like as if, 1 month or something. They really train there to get their volleyball skills better.
Thailand, of course, 4 straight gold medals in this Southeast Asian Games event
But Indonesia has the most gold medals in men's volleyball.
with 9. And again, the ball directed towards the way of Mai Raxme, but not that time. The toss was too close to the net.
Yes, it was overset close to the net. So the Philippines should take advantage of that error. Try to get a little bit of momentum.
Too much on that serve for Kim Malabunga. Now every error here will be costly for either national team. Here's the captain, Son Chanaro, the setter for Cambodia. Retamar, who will he go to? Goes to the back row for Bagunas.
Clearly, you can see, Cambodia was ready for that hit already. 2 blockers.
The story for set number 1,
Actually, isa nga lang. One.
Maya Raxme. Imagine that. A clean block. Espejo powers that one through.
There you go, Espejo. Getting revenge on that last play.
Substitution for the Philippines. Number 3 out, number 17, Jessie Lopez
Here
in.
is where when you need a veteran center. This is how I pictured yung lineup ni Coach Dante. Pag crunch time, you need a Jessie Lopez inside.
The lone representative from Far Eastern University, UAAP champion, former best setter and best server as well.
And Espejo, that was crucial.
7
Block from
points.
Espejo.
7 points for Mark Espejo here in this opening set. Ties the match up at 22. Lopez getting that one in. Quick attack. And Marcos.
It's a bit late on that deflection. Look at that middle attack.
The center of Cambodia, their captain, has done a splendid job here in this first set. Chanaro.
But Mark Espejo once again getting it through the blockers on the other side.
He's just trying to put the Philippines on his back right now. Mark Espejo is.
Very important serve for Mark.
Now he's at the service line. 23 all. Rolling the dice. And what a block right there. Francis Saura puts the Philippines at set point.
Perfectly timed block. Francis Saura.
Timeout,
Look at it go.
Cambodia.
He just read Ratanak like a book. And look at the celebration. I'm getting goosebumps hearing that chant of Filipinas.
Trying not to cry.
Wow.
It's so hard not to tear.
Mosey, they had to make it this exciting. Opening set,
Why
first
not?
volleyball match, they had to make it this exciting. And wherever you are watching this, we hope you're enjoying, we hope you're cheering your hearts out for the Philippines as they try to take this first set win in men's volleyball. Espejo. Cambodia on the attack. That's a sharp one.
Cambodia not giving up.
Vesna has starred for Cambodia here, along with Raxme and their setter Chanaro.
Exactly, that's the 1-2 punch of Cambodia in this first set. Tying up the first set.
There's the pass. There's the set. There's the hit! Cambodia able to recover, a chance for them to take the lead, but they give up a very high free ball. Kalingking. Lopez to Bagunas. Chanaro goes up top for Vesna. And Vesna puts Cambodia back up on top.
And you knew he was going to do that. He already saw the hands of the blockers and really went for that high bounce. Look at him go.
Timeout, Philippines.
And now Coach Dante Lunsunurin has to talk things over with his players. Everybody inside the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig just trying to hold their breath because Cambodia has an opportunity to take the first set here against the Philippines. Philippines got the set point first, but Cambodia not succumbing to the pressure. Philippines has got to watch out for Vesna and Raxme. They have been dominant here in this opening set.
Oh, and Cambodia with an error.
Paul Ratanak wishing he could get that one back.
Substitution for the Philippines.
And more
Number
firepower
12
coming
out. Number 8, Mark
From the University of
Alcafara in.
Santo Tomas, Mark, the Beast Alfafara.
You like how Coach Tati is playing this one. He is not, he's risking it, putting in new legs inside at this crucial juncture.
Two-time UAP best scorer, Mark Alfafara. Unfortunately,
Then, that risk did not pay off for Coach,
Substitution
though.
for the Philippines. Number 8 out. Number 12, Francis Saura in.
Sarun coming in now. The serve for Cambodia, another opportunity for them.
Need a good receive.
Running attack, the first one for the Philippines. It wasn't the most powerful of hits, but because Malabunga is 6'6",
Substitution for
nagawa
the
ng paraan.
Philippines. Number 17 out. Number 3, Joshua Retamar in.
And Retamar is being sent in once again. Malabunga with that power tip.
And what a time. What a time, Mosey, for the first running attack.
No one contested that one.
Great job by the veteran Jesse Lopez to make the Cambodia team work. 26 all. Oh, Espejo knew that ball was going out, Mosey.
When in doubt. Let's take a look at this one once again. Espejo was already on the line, actually.
He knew it.
Poor decision on his part.
Another chance for Cambodia. Bagunas on the drop. Another chance now for the Philippines. Bagunas will try. Against 3 blockers, Retamar! Josh Retamar, the 19-year-old.
And when you're young, sometimes you just not faced by all of this. And Retamar on this last play just going for that push and getting that point.
Experience points are being gathered by Josh Retamar here in the SEA Games. 27 all. Quick attack from the middle does not work.
Oh, and that will be called out. So check this time.
Saron is looking at the officials
There is
here.
a challenge on the call by Cambodia.
First
Next
challenge
fault.
of the match, Mosey. And what a moment for it to come. Both teams just don't want to let go here in the opening set.
This is really a close one. Oh, they choose a block touch. Because you have to choose which one you have to check.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm sitting at the edge of my seat right now.
And it's just a percent. Crazy.
And the score just tells us how hard it is to just get going here in this opening match.
Ladies and gentlemen, the challenge was unsuccessful.
The challenge was a block touch, Mose.
Yeah.
And we saw on that replay there was none. So that was clear, crystal clear. Philippines will take the point and another opportunity to take set number 1. Bagunas. That was a heavy serve. Raxmay again is denied. Kim Malabunga closes the first set to the delight
At
of the
the end of
Filipino
the
fans.
first set, the score is
And what a time for Malabunga to have
29-27.
that solid
Philippines
block.
take the win.
Really mindful of this attack.
Oh, it was Retamar.
Oh, Retamar just... So it was Retamar in this tail end of the first set, getting those crucial points. One with a push, the first one with a push, and this block.
How about that for the 19-year-old? Josh Retamar, the Philippines take set number 1 against Cambodia in a hard-earned type of way. 29-27 in the 30th Southeast Asian Games.